telling you now. Go on that fucking date, bro.
We already spoke to him, dog. We're gonna push it back an hour. We're Gucci.
Alright, I'm having a couple of meetings and I'm gonna be doing it too, right?
Yeah, no stress, man. We'll probably have, in the next 20 minutes, we'll have about 3,000 electronics. So we're Gucci.
Easy, bro. Easy.
All right?
Alright, take it easy, bro.
All right, take it easy, baby. Bye-bye.
He said in the next 20 minutes, I'm gonna have 3,000 electronics.
Yeah. Easy, bro.
When it comes to Bay City, should we even waste format on it?
It's practice for you, but
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I can't be asked. I need some food, me.
I mean, shouldn't that be personal?
What?
Like a supply? We'll talk about it after.
Bhagwan.
What's good, boys?
Man, like Denzel.
How you doing?
Chilling. Listen, man. We just had a conversation with OTT, man. So what's going on? What happened between y'all two?
Fucking hell, I bet that was pleasant. Let me. Do you want to like so there's full reasoning, like, so you can?
Yeah, I need to know, like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably about a month ago now. So BSK as a whole, there's a few people that are around a lot. There's a few people there's a lot of people that are not around a lot. You know, we have like spurts of being great and being not great. Well, we had, you know,
Right.
And basically, it came to like about a month ago when I was hanging around. There was nobody really coming around, and then pretty much that continued for like over a month. I was literally riding around in the city, you know, just thinking like this is good, but I can socialize with people and I can hang out with them, but you guys know the vibes around BSK. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. You know what I mean? Like, let's be realistic. You know. Right. I carried that mantle and that that weight for a very long time. 13
So you're
months.
saying it's because you were by yourself?
Yeah, part of it. So then what happened? I was in the city one day and I was doing business with another gang, and two prospects from BSK rolled up. I'd not seen them in like 3+ weeks, and decided just to kill me and leave me bleeding on the side of the road.
This all willing, just like that.
So
no
why have you told OTT that?
Yes, I told him that. But what happened is, so when I in my head, I'd pretty much left. You know, I'd pretty much left, and I'd not seen OTT for a month. When he came around yesterday,
hold on. Is this after you were hurt by your boys?
This is after, yeah. So yesterday, yeah,
okay.
This is after. So I'd been still wandering around the city for another week, like looking to speak to OTT about what had happened. Bearing in mind, so these people that did this to me, I didn't see them after that. Like they weren't around again after that. So it's kind of like, you know, and they were the same people that sprayed up your shit.
Okay.
So I came to speak to OTT about that yesterday when I finally had the opportunity, and it turns out that the guy that did that to me had already left the gang. But by that time, you know, like I'd already kind of come to a decision in regards to what I wanted to do.
Okay.
I asked OTT to blood me out. I gave him my karambit that we'd used, obviously, for various things in BSK. He said he didn't want to blood me out. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it was because he wanted all the shit that I have, which is fine. Obviously, it's BSK's. It'll all go back to them. Not an issue. And it has been doing as they've been asking. But he pretty much said to me yesterday, the reason he is upset with me doing what I'm doing is because he can't do it himself. He feels like I'm leaving him trapped in a gang that he doesn't really want to be part of, but he's the leader, so he has to remain there. And I'll be honest, man. You guys, I mean, I'm sure you guys are aware of how many fucking wars we've been in. Like, how many times I've had to fucking calm down situations that have led from other people screaming, shouting, trying to fucking instigate bullshit, bro. Like, And the problem is, you know what it is? Imagine you wake up one day and you get into a war, right? And you like everyone's on smoke, and when OTT's around, yeah, everyone's like, oh my god, yeah, like fucking, we're gonna do this. Yeah, fucking, let's smoke them. You lose one or two fights, and then all of a sudden you're fucking. I'm around every day, so I wake up, and then there's me, and versus the gang that we've started shit with, because everybody else has had enough of getting smoked for one day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and we're at a point where we lost some members, and this is like a rinse and repeat. Like the cycle of BSK. And don't get me wrong, I actually have a lot of respect for OTT. Like, I still love the guy. I tried to leave totally amicably, but he pretty much told me yesterday that everything I have, he gave me. He made me. All my connections are through him. Like, without him, I wouldn't have anything. Bearing in mind that 95% of people that wanted to deal with BSK would call me before him any day of the week. Like, and that's just the unfortunate truth. I didn't say this to him. I'm not on about like a bashing OTT session, because to be honest, it is what it is. You know, like he's gonna hate me now, and I've kind of come to terms with that. You know, and he told me yesterday, he's like, yeah, all the boys are around now and stuff, and I'm like, that's great. So, you know what I mean, they've seen you come out of your house, and they want to come out and play Happy Families. But when the shit's tough, when it's Denzel rolling around, I think like on his own, having to pick up the fucking pieces again of another 3-week war that we're trying to reconcile the damages from. Nobody wants to be around and help somebody do that, you know.
Right. So let me be another straightforward question. So what's your goal? So what's your goal with all this information you're giving us? And be honest with me here.
Yeah. So basically, I'm not sure whether you're aware. The boys actually came down asking me about meth and turfs and percentages a long time ago. That was Sparky, and to be honest, it was back. I think the majority of the guys were roadmen back in the day.
Yeah, it was all roadmen.
So, admittedly, my ambition. So I don't know how much you know about my journey into meth, and so pretty much my main passion is meth. You know, it's something that I've done rigorously for a long time. You know, and I'm very passionate about it. The only thing that I wasn't able to do was perfect my my recipe in a lab. We had multiple labs. We just couldn't hold them. It didn't make sense to do this. And with the interest that was shown before, you know what? I thought I would give, I suppose, you guys an opportunity at potentially obtaining something that. Don't get me wrong. If you guys weren't interested, the information would have fell flat, you know, and that would have pretty much been it done with. I think Matt showed a lot of interest. I think that's probably the only reason that the whole thing kind of took off like it did.
Okay.
So my aim, so my plan was to hit 100%. Like, I'll be honest, I have no real intention to ever want to own a lab. I don't really want to do anything, like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I left BSK to get away from, I don't know, man. Do you want me to tell you something else? So Patar knows this because I spoke to Patar about HNO. I asked Patar like about the keys for HNO, and he told me to speak to Jalen. Jalen wouldn't even speak to me basically while I was in BSK. I told him that yesterday that I'd left BSK and asked him if I could have, and I had keys to HNO before I could even finish the sentence. Do you know what I mean? And it's just that kind of. I understand, like, you know, I mean, people hating shouldn't really dictate what you feel like, but when you do it for 13 months, you know, and you're just getting continuously opportunities, I don't know, you're just not getting the same opportunities as everybody else. It just becomes a bit much. But at the same time, I do love the guys in BSK, and I got nothing but love for OTT, but I couldn't do it anymore. Like, I genuinely, yeah, I can't. You know what I mean? Regardless of anything else, I would rather be solo than having to, I suppose, go to sleep knowing that tomorrow is the day that we go and start some shit with another gang, because why not, you know? I just can't I struggle to. I was always the mediator, you know. I was always the person that would want reasoning for everything, you know. And the amount of arguments that me and OTT got into in regards to kind of what we're doing, why we're doing it, you know, was fucking insane. And don't get me wrong, I think part of me did rub off on him in the end, that he calmed down a little bit. But like I say, I'm sure you guys. I mean, we had a bit of shit with you guys in regards to a chain, I think, a long time ago, and that was just because it was, you know what I mean, heated people getting heated and it all blowing out of control over nothing. But when you're part of that, and that's occurring 24/7, so you're literally ending a war. Imagine ending a war. So you've been at war for, I mean, however long, and then the next thing you know is you're waking up and you're getting pressed for the next one. But also, the South Side, personally, is a bit of a state right now, if I'm honest. I think it lacks a lot of things for people to do, and obviously these sprays kind of people wake up one day and think, well, that spray is overlapping my spray a little bit too much. So I think today's the day that we we decide that we're declaring war.
I mean, once again, I'm not gonna speak for like the rest of the MDM boys. At first, like when I was talking to OTT, I have a lot of respect for OTT, if you don't know.
Yeah, same.
I was really use this word loosely. You just giving us information, hanging around with some of the boys. I'm not gonna say you're hanging out with everybody. But after hearing you out, I actually see a lot of myself in you, to be honest with you. Just in a greater range of you're coming in with lab information, and I was coming in with this pillow information for MDM at the beginning. It was just Moses and Tommy.
Okay.
But yeah, once again, I'm glad. I'm really glad I had a conversation with you. I'm gonna let the other boys say their piece though. But
no, I appreciate it.
I respect you.
And just let me just say one thing. Like, I didn't really come to you guys with any intention of giving you this to receive something from you in that regard, because Patar has been good to me for a very long time. Like, there's numerous conversations between me and Patar when Patar pretty much said, like, at the start of me feeling like this, you know, if you want to come and do some boosts with the boys or whatever, and it's just one of them things where you never feel I suppose confident to reach out. You always feel like you're you know what I mean, you're interfering, you know, and I understand that, but no, like I say, I appreciate it.
Why is no one speaking?
Well, wait one sec. I won.
You gonna say something? I ain't got nothing to say. I don't see I got nothing to say. I'm my Eli out, you know what I'm saying?
So who else?
Chat, I don't have to say shit. Dean's here and Patar. I'm chilling, bro. I'm just listening.
What's your purity at?
This is my character. When it's someone I don't trust, I don't say shit.
I am only 75 in the lab, but I am level 5. So.
Okay. All right. I mean,
That's the thing I don't get though. You say you don't like, you don't want anything, but like, why are you giving us this information? Like, because you want to get to 100, but how are you gonna get to 100 without a lab?
Well, obviously the I suppose the want would be for me to give you guys the information and work with you alongside obtaining it, and then potentially when.
So you want to work with us in the lab? Is what you want?
I mean, yeah. If that was something that could have been. I mean, to be honest, we've not really spoken in detail about it. You know, it's not really.
How do you feel about shooting in a meth lab?
Shooting in a meth lab.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
I wouldn't recommend it, especially with the. Especially with the way they currently are, because.
What alcohol do you drink? Do you drink in a meth lab?
No, I don't. Not what I'm cooking.
What is going on
in
this conversation?
Go ahead. No, go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
I've got nothing to say, me, bro.
So, you just want to be in on the lab if we do get one from the information that you're given. That's what you want, and you want to be able to get to 100% purity.
I mean, yeah, that would be the dream. Like I said, I know it's a bit of a far-fetched one, seeing as, you know, you guys aren't in possession of one at the moment.
How do we know that you're not using us? And how do we know you're not just going to go back to BSK? Especially You ain't even been blooded out.
I mean, I asked him to blood me up, and I'll be honest. The way that
exactly though, but like OTT is one of the most south side dons. So why would you not be blooded out?
Because the way that I've been treated since leaving, I mean, yeah, there is more chance of me joining. I don't know, like a church than going back to BSK. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Like I said, listen, Denzel, like you giving us this, you giving us this information. I respect it. The thing is, you got to understand how this works, right? You giving us this information is like you swiping, like us swiping right, like on a shorty on Tinder, right? Then you go on a date, then you get the cheeks, and then I feel like this is this like, I feel like we're gonna be in bed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's at the end of this journey, we're going to be in bed. All right, whether that's, once again, I'm not speaking for all the boys, whether that's hang around, MDMA type, I don't know.
You're saying that you don't want me to cheat on you, is that what it is?
Wait.
No, I think he's asking for you, like, if that's like your true intention. Like, if we'd go through all this with you, then you're somewhat close to us, you somewhat know a lot about us.
Yeah.
I'll be completely honest. So what you're saying is, if we were to go through with this and we were to get to the end, and there was I suppose if it made sense, if it makes sense, yes. But like at the end of the day, we go through this and you're there thinking, well, he's a bit of a knobhead. You know what I mean? Like
right.
And
see, that's the thing as well. You're more of a leader. You were second in command.
Bro,
you know
I
what
never
I'm saying?
wanted to be a leader. I was given it out of nowhere, and that's the honest truth.